Hey guys, Brian here with BMK Retro Gaming. As you all know, you don't usually get too many night videos from me anymore, but I do have a little bit of a special occasion. Got 3 packages today, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at what came. Okay, first up is from Randy Crihfield or Crihfield, I don't know how you say that for sure, in Lisbon, Ohio. And I guess you can't see that too close. It's an Atari VCS 2600 homebrew game, Rescue. This is, or was, ooh, that's a bad glare. See if I can get it to not glare so much. Just barely, huh? Oh well. Bright labels, so I hope you guys can see it at least some. Anyway, that's basically what the cartridge looks like, and here's the manual, which I guess you can get a little bit better idea of the image there, because it's the same one as on the cartridge label. It's a loose cartridge with a copy of the game manual, and it's a 1997-98 game. As far as I know, developed through the period of 97, maybe a bit before that, and released 98. So it's an old one, but pretty good. Unfortunately, I won't be playing it for you guys as tomorrow's homebrew game review, as having just gotten it earlier today, I haven't really had much of any time to familiarize myself with it. I just tested it out to make sure it works right, which of course it does. And so I've got another homebrew game review or prototype game review tomorrow lined up to emulate and show you guys that way. So we'll save this for next week. Or later, just depending, I don't know. Anyway, next up is a little package I got from Clinton J. Krushinsky. I hope I pronounced that right. In Lancaster, Pennsylvania. And it is a copy of a loose copy of the Intellivision original library game from Atari Soft, Pac-Man, which quite frankly is a much better playing and sounding and looking port of the game than the Atari VCS 2600 port that I reviewed earlier in the week. So once we get around to this one, it should be pretty nice. Already checked it out, plays perfect, and well, you have to really increase the volume because the sound effects and music are not terribly loud, but other than that, once you get there, they work fine. It's actually a fairly quiet game, so go figure. Anyway, third up is package number 3, which was kind of a big one, from Alan Saltman in Heron's Nest, oh, no, wait a minute, no. That's not the state or anything. It's from Lake Worth, Florida. And it arrived by a USPS. And inside is yet another box. And it's not the prettiest looking unit. I will not say that by any measure. But I got it pretty cheap. And everything works fine with just a couple of minor things that are not in the best order. But it is an INTV Intellivision 3. You guys can probably kind of see there it's in pretty rough shape and rugged shape and all, but other than that, it does turn on, plays and everything. At most, one controller has the bottom right side button is kind of, looks pretty well worn out, though I haven't put anything with it to see if it would still press and actually function, regardless of that. But other than that, it could stand a bit more cleaning up. But other than that, it's pretty nice. And this right here, not sure how this started coming like that. The adhesive apparently wore out, and whatever there was of it up here did too, but I can live with that. It works and plays pretty well, and that's what really counts for me. And the INTV Intellivision 3 from INTV Corp, well, it's basically a re-release of a little bit better version of the Mattel Intellivision 1, so pretty much the same thing, but unfortunately they're not exactly the same, and so one issue why I'd gotten into getting this thing, hoping to solve, turns out it actually doesn't solve it. But hey, it still works as a decent backup to my Mattel Intellivision 2. So, not a bad deal in those regards. I'm sure I'm not the only retro gamer or gamer out there who can appreciate that even if a console or other hardware is not in the absolute best looking condition, so long as it still functions and does what it's supposed to do for the most part, you can live with it. That's basically been my way of looking at it. So it's not the prettiest looking one, but it'll work. And to be honest with you guys, I got it for $48.78 all told, so real steal of a deal. And I'm not going to complain much. That one side button, which may or may not work for sure, usually a pretty simple repair to get refurbished and fixed up if I need to, and oftentimes the other side buttons will usually, you know, they're kind of interchangeable. They'll usually function in place if needs be, so could be worse. Anyway, that's the 3 packages I got today, and I've got some more coming, so there will be more unboxing videos. I kind of wanted to just go ahead and do that this evening because I did not want to be worried about, you know, trying to fit in the mornings with all of them on my upcoming and all, and have the Homebrewer prototype game review coming up in the morning. So to me, it just made a little more sense to go ahead and get this out of the way this evening. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that little sneak peek at these things, and they'll be thrown into the rotation, the mix of things after a while, despite its somewhat... the seller listed it more in fair condition than good, which I would say is a fair description, but otherwise, you know, despite its condition, you know, still functional, so I will go ahead and give you guys a review on the Mattel Intellivision, INTV Intellivision 3 at some later point, so you guys can get a little bit more familiar with some of the differences. There are even a couple things about those I didn't know until today. But we'll get to that once I get around to that. Anyway, if you guys enjoy my channel's content, please like, share, and subscribe. And don't hesitate to leave any questions, comments, or suggestions down in the comments section below. You guys take care, have a good evening, and I will see you again in my next video.